Hi, I'm Carter McRell, and this is my presentation on the project I did, which was helping the climate in third world countries through the advancement of solar ovens. Third world countries are at the mercy of climate change, and this is something that needs to be changed. Third world countries are generally situated in areas of the world where overpopulation is run rampant, heats on average are rising higher than ever, and pollution has overwhelmed the land, the skies, and water sources. The focus of this project will be helping to limit emissions and help on the pollution side of the problem by improving solar ovens for use in third world countries. Solar ovens produce no emissions and receive all of their energy from the sun, which makes them ideal for implementation in third world countries so as to limit the amount of pollution entering the atmosphere. In third world countries, many homes still use wood-burning stoves, which causes further sickness and unhealthiness to be spread to both children, the sick, and the elderly. This can all be avoided by installing and popularizing the use of at-home solar ovens. The way this project is working to help with solar ovens is identifying the best material to build the external container for a solar oven to insulate the heat. The defining question of this project was, what is the best material for a pot to retain heat for a long period so that solar ovens can be built the best they can? And then the hypothesis that relates to the defining question is that clay pots will be the most effective at preserving and insulating heat for the longest period. The procedure for this project was one of each type of pot was taken and placed within a fridge all at the same time with the remote receiver part of a thermometer setup within it. And then a camera was put up watching the digital readouts for each type of thermometer. And it tracked how long it took them to get from room temperature when they started outside the fridge to 36 degrees Fahrenheit, which was a good benchmark for how long it would take a pot to reach a colder temperature. This is so that we can find out which one would insulate heat the longest and then could be applied towards solar ovens when they're built in third world countries and other situations such as this. That was then repeated 10 times for 2 trials. Alrighty. So the results for this experiment is found above, and there's a graph later on. But if you look at the data, you can see that clay performed the best, taking an average time of 102.55 minutes to reach 36 degrees Fahrenheit, with its longest set taking 191 minutes, which is over 2 hours, or 3 hours actually, and its shortest taking 53 minutes. Metal performed the worst by the end of the experiment, taking an average time of 85.65 minutes, with its longest taking 148 minutes and its shortest taking 38 minutes. You can see that this is due to the fact that metal is a conductor and not an insulator like clay and plastic. And it works to release heat faster than the other 2 pots. Plastic performed in the mid-range, taking an average time of 94.55 minutes to cool, with its longest taking 170 minutes and its shortest taking 72 minutes. After looking at all 3 temperatures next to each other in this graph here, you can see that obviously clay lasts the longest with an average time ahead of plastic by 8 minutes and metal by 16.9 minutes. And then going back, we can see the p-value shown below shows that with a 0.087 p-value, which was performed via an ANOVA series test, it actually shows that this technically isn't statistically significant. Still goes to show that clay lasted the longest and performed the best, but with such a high p-value, it just technically is statistically null, which isn't great. My hypothesis was validated by my data, though statistically it was not significant enough, which is disappointing to see after so much effort put into this project. But it's still good to see that clay came out as a top performer, and then that can be perhaps eventually put towards solar ovens used in third world countries and other areas. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you.